more of like a huge team fight engage comp, right? Where you get Chocho and Harrow just charging into the fight. Forge can follow up. You've got Gnarl in there, and then...
Oh, there he is. Now he's been spotted. They know he's there now. Level 6 should be hit here by Hacker. Yep, just takes the Gromp and gets that one there. Trying to invade on that blue buff as well. Hacker, though...
Everyone's coming in for this one.
Uh-oh. This is a fight over a small objective. It could be a 4v4 very, very soon as well. If the Galio decides to jump in, they are going to jump straight on top of Chocho, and that is first blood before he can do anything. Grand Entrance is there. Can they make anything else happen? They have to use the Onslaught of Shadows. Hacker does fall, does not have his W up anymore, so just takes a huge amount of damage. Shousey jumps in and gets on top of Harrow and the rest of them. It's a 2-for-2 trade overall as Michi and Forge head for the hills. There's not a huge amount of mana on Irma or on Rat. Cleanse has been used. Michi fight coming in as Zib has got Mega Gnar sitting nicely on himself, so I don't know if eStar really want to go for this right now. They are angling quite aggressively. Shousey just pushing away the Hecarim off of the Rift Herald. As we can see, it's a fight on two fronts. Hacker's the first one to fall. The Rift Herald goes down. I'm not quite sure exactly who took it. I believe it was Rogue Warriors, and now the real fight is starting off in here as we go in. It's actually Oriana, the Irma, coming in. Double kill. Rat flashes forward, gets the root, trying to lock them all down. eStars are running, they're chasing, and they're going to be able to pick up 4 kills. Very, very nicely done. Actually, 5 kills, excuse me, overall.
Got its charge off, but realistically, there was no follow-up there. However, Harrow's sticking around. It's possible that they just 2v1 dive this. Ziv is about to turn into Mega Gnar.
Have Mega Gnar soon. They have the Grand Entrance coming in as well. Grand Skyfall is available for eStar if they want to use it, but it looks like they're just going to try and condemn ZS to his death as he does end up going down. You had to commit so much time to that, though, on the side of Rogue Warriors. There's a lot invested, so you got to make this worth.
Yeah, Rogue Warriors really wanted that kill. They really wanted to make that play. They went up with their Herald, they realized eStar had an answer, so they back away, and then they just come back and do it again. In the meantime, Hacker's gone down to the bottom side. They're trading a dragon for the first tower of the game. I would say, like, all things considered, this probably favors Rogue Warriors just in terms of gold difference. But when we looked at the competitions earlier, we were saying that Rogue Warriors behind this mid lane tower does have the Onslaught Shadows available. Irma could be in trouble here, Penguin.
This is a slow, methodical move in as they try and just get the flash out of him. Irma gets in. They do not get the shockwave off in time. Grand Skyfall comes in but as well, but for no real gain.
The goal of this competition is to try and set up in advance or get a pick for themselves, with Hacker just flying in and Shousey trying to follow up on the back of that, Irma being able to follow up with the shockwave. But if they can kite back during a fight, that's where this competition is really going to be in its own. When you look at the 3 carries, that's where eStar really find their strength. Using the Herald in the mid lane here to grab priority, but bear in mind, Rogue Warriors already in position on this and immediately engage.
Solar Flare does go down onto eStar. They use it as a Grand Entrance as well, but Chocho taking solo and taken down. Actually, Hacker up by himself on the backside, and he will be first, second to follow. They are trading just kill for kill for kill. It's a 2-for-2 overall in fair to both teams as eStar just try and kite themselves away. Harrow did not get the Onslaught of Shadows he needed. He only got onto one person, and they're able to reset this fight, but it is the health bars in favor of eStar.
Yeah, so a fairly... Rogue Warriors is still in this, and they're teleporting. They do not want to let this dragon go.
Grand Skyfall is still available, but I don't know if eStar could really fight this right now. Dragon down to about 1000 HP. Yep, it's gone. Shousey going to come in. They're going to try and re-engage. The support dies again. Poor Chocho. He's down 0-4 and 3. Did they keep chasing this one, though? Ziv is very, very close to Mega Gnar. Shockwave whiffs again.
It's partly just down to Ziv positioning correctly and respecting his opponents. Shousey's gone in, though.
Shousey, no one's there with you. Yeah, there's 4 people here on top of you. He has got the Unbreakable Will, so he's going to get caught up in the Solar Flare. But a Shock Blast on the backside means that Hecarim and Leona are dead. Shousey is still alive, and it's 3 kills to none. Double kill to Rat. There's no damage left, and that's everything going over to the side of eStar. Rogue Warriors, why would you go so hard, so fast?
So they don't have the damage. Let's just remember, we set this up that Michi is pretty much the exclusive damage threat on the side of Rogue Warriors. And same can be said for a Rat. When you look at this Jace as well from ZS, nearly finished stacking on that Muramana. In fact, it literally just stacks as I speak.
My God, that damage.
That can happen.
Wait, does that ward not... That ward is just behind... Oh, God.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rock that sticks out and blocks it. They don't realize. Xiaoxi is
I
invincible,
don't think they care, though. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they care. They're going to be able to find Chocho, who goes down for his 6th death of the game. 5-0-10, by the way, for Rat. He's having a fantastic game on this Xayah. And at 24 minutes, we're going to see the inhibitors cracked open. They might honestly go for the end right now. They've got plenty of time, but still a bit over-ambitious from Hacker.
Yeah, it would have been difficult, especially when Forge has his ultimate. Harrow is just respawning. You've got Ziv that could potentially get a huge Gnarl off, so they don't want to overextend for this one. They're going to be happy. Taking a mid inhib, though, at 24 minutes is still fantastic. Still got Baron 15 seconds, and maybe looking towards the spot tier 2.
Forge is gonna go golden. ZS runs away. He flashes and uses the Broda Belt. Keeps himself alive. The rest of Rogue Warriors are coming in. See if they can find anybody to catch on top of. Oh, shotgun in. Ooh. What are you doing, Michi? And not the play, not the time. TP going to be answered as well. There's a TP on both sides. No. You can see them there. ZS is there, but it's a 5v4, and Galio is not really here. He's going to have to use the ultimate to try and join his teammates to do anything to keep them safe. Xiaoxi is playing bodyguard, though, off to the side. He knows that the Galio is going to try something, and this is just Rogue Warriors. We said they like to fight, but sometimes you just got to take your losses and walk away.
Yeah, it was a huge overextension for Rogue Warriors. They are lucky that that didn't go worse than it did. You can see Forge TPing in behind the play. I would have loved to see eStar just turn around and just kill Forge immediately on the teleport. They try to chase it down. Regardless, they're going to grab themselves a dragon off the back of this one. And again, like gold deficit. Rogue Warriors, they need to try and find some kind of pick. They need someone from eStar to just stand in completely the wrong place. And Baron's up in 10 seconds.
Oh, well, I don't think they're going to get time to get that Baron in 10 seconds. They're going to go straight onto Harrow, who has to use the Onslaught of Shadows defensively. Grand entrance and a fantastic Gnar from Ziv, but Forge is dead. They're slapping them with their wallets. We got excited, but we shouldn't have, because this gold lead is just too damn big. As you said, 8,000, now up to 9. Super minions in the mid lane. They're going to go for the end. This should be first game going to eStar.
Look, that was a beautiful ult from Ziv, and it gave Michi so much room to just get his feather out and tickle the chin of Xiaoxi as he just like tries to throw these auto attacks out. It was not enough damage on this side of Rogue Warriors. eStar, that was beautiful.
Yeah, clean, crisp, again, very, very...
Wait a second, Aatrox and Gnar. Is this Aatrox jungle?
Aatrox jungle, taking a leap out of Beishang. Yep, the Beishang special. I don't know what eStar want to do with this.
I think Xiaoxi is probably just looking for a late ward here. Michi didn't spot that. He walked all the way over and didn't go in the brush. Maybe they look for a 2v2. I think Xiaoxi's just going to have to dip once again. They're going on to Chocho.
Well, they got some aggression coming in here, and it feels like Chocho might have to use his flash. Uses the pulverize. Ignite goes down. Chocho! Chocho! First blood going over to eStar, and the invade works.
Anymore. You can see that the bot lane prio means Chocho can just move on in. There's a huge wave crashing. A 1v1 in the top side, though.
Oh, this is ZS putting down that Renekton dominance. But the thing is, once you turn away and he's on mini-Gnar form, you lose a huge chunk of HP just purely because he's able to keep chasing you down. So have to be very, very careful of that. But Irma moving away from the mid lane. Flash in. Q Dissonance able to take him.
And I have to say, I've been impressed by Irma so far in this series. We came in saying, look, Irma has been very good in team fights. Like, clearly a solid player. Shockwave in the mid lane.
Shockwave, Ignite, and the Grand Entrance means that that is another kill for Irma, starting off this game like...
Bear in mind, Chocho died at level 1, so they immediately were on a back foot in this bottom lane. So it's been a much more difficult start than they were wanting when they drafted Alistair Samira for the lane. Harrow, though, wants to change their fates here.
Yeah, he does want to go for Harrow is here, so it's a 3v3, but Samira gets caught up by the root, knocked up by the pulverize, and that is just too much, too easy for the side of eStar. Harrow was there. They had it. They had the counter gank available, but he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's all gone a little bit wrong. And actually, Rogue Warriors are getting chased out of this bottom lane completely. Beautiful
differences right now on that bot side. 6 for Rat and Xiaoxi, 5 and 4 for Michi and Chocho. This is the difference, and and it's a huge massive.
The Rogue Warriors have strength right now. You've got eStar that they've made a kill happen on Ziv in the top lane. Irma roamed up for that one. About a kill mid. Now they're looking for a kill on Forge.
See if they can find him out here. Forge is going to fall down. Chocho cannot help him anywhere, shape, or form. Arrow is off to the side again, but an Ignite down. Hacker picks that one up very, very easily, and this is... Did get the Grand Skyfall out of Hacker, but overall, it's reactive from Rogue Warriors. It's them saying, right, we got to back away and hope we survive, while eStar are the ones making the...
And Aatrox are definitely going to feel more impactful in the later stages of the game than a Renekton and a Pantheon. Ziv's looking for this 1v1. He's got his team with it.
He's got his team with him, so it's not exactly a 1v1 as Ziv has to now hop himself out, but Irma already used the TP, and they've now got 4 people here. It's a 4v4, 5v4 if they can get the Pantheon here. He's just trying to play bodyguard, trying to keep him away, jumps straight onto Forge, and takes him down. Hacker finds himself the kill. And what looked like a proactive play, we can see why they weren't doing proactive plays on the side of Rogue Warriors. It's just gone horribly wrong.
Forge is in shambles.
Hacker.
It's not even over.
It's not even over just yet. Shockwave is still there and available. The TP going to be coming in from base from Ziv, but it is too little, too late. They pick themselves up the mid lane tower. They get themselves 2 kills. 8-0, 7,000 gold, and we're not even at the 15-minute mark. This is a demolition by eStar.
Yeah, this is brutal. And honestly, I don't know what Rogue Warriors are expecting. I don't know why they're taking these fights. Rogue Warriors started that. Rogue Warriors wanted to go for this fight. You could see Ziv, he knows that in the 1v1, Nara's going to have the advantage over Renekton, so he's trying to push that advantage. Little does he know that the entire...
Yeah, can save it for later. They're just going to use Hacker to be able to push this one down as quick as they possibly can. So like I said, I guess the early recall now as well with the improved...
hard engage supports. I think that he is just so exceptional. Like this game, he's been fantastic on the Rakan. Knows exactly what he can do. We saw it at level 1 where he knows that he can make these cheeky plays. And we've seen his engages have been fantastic. But now Rogue Warriors, they do want to contest this one. If they group up, this is over for them.
Forge, though, is trying to get himself out, as we can see Shousey with the quickness going in on the back side of this, and there's just no tankiness available to Chocho. Even with the ultimate, he is burst out immediately. Irma forced to flash. She's on the wrong side of the rift. The dragon is still going. This is what Rogue Warriors know. They know if this game goes any longer, they are just too far behind. There's nothing they can do. Here's the Grand Skyfall just to try and set up something. Ziv still in Mega now. They're trying to wait for that one to go off.
Shockwave.
As eStar trying to go in. Flash from Irma, on top of Irma, excuse me, but there's no follow-up as the rest of his team are just deleted. There's nowhere for them to go. They haven't got a chance in hell. They finally pick up their first kill of the game. They almost get it with the Inferno trigger, but a flash in on top of Forge is all but ending the side of Rogue Warriors' chances in this game. 5 for 1, and this dragon is very easily eStar.
And it's another fight for Rogue Warriors where Michi goes in at the end of the fight, tries to make the big play. Everybody survives on barely any HP, and they just can't quite make it work. And really, really nicely done. In case he ever goes too deep, I'm not even sure it's possible to go too deep when you got this many items, but if he ever does, he can buy himself a bit of time as well.
Well, Ziv and ZS looking for a bit of 1v1 time, but TP going to be committed here by Irma. Do they try and look to try and catch him out? He will have Mega Gnar very, very soon. The rest of Rogue Warriors are here. Shockwave lands, but it's only onto Ziv, who now has Mega Gnar available to him. Going golden from Irma to keep himself alive. The man drop comes in as Pantheon is here. It's 2 quick kills to Rogue Warriors. They're turning this one around. Rat's trying to keep this one alive to the side of eStar. He's just free hitting with the feathers. He will not go down, but Harrow is huge. It doesn't matter. Rat is bigger, and Rat takes himself down. Takes that Harrow down, and they're able to keep chasing on to Chocho. Should be able to dive this one pretty damn easily. There's just too much damage, and Hacker easily able to tank that one up for his AD carry.
But at any point in 40 seconds, eStar can just move over towards this Mountain Drake. They become even tankier with a Mountain Soul. Chocho escapes, but eStar can continue the siege.
Continue the siege. Mountain Soul going to be up in 20 seconds. But that's a Shockwave onto the backside, which means the rest of Rogue Warriors have to back away. They have not got the help bars to continue this. Forge, he was, I think, a literal pixel number target.
Yeah, I mean, a Mountain Soul, when you've already got this Pantheon that's just so difficult to deal with in the fights, doing so much work to tank up for the team.
So opportunities for Rogue Warriors if they're able to really get on top of these carries, but that's the big if, really. Rat will have his flash available to him in about 30 seconds. The Baron is up and available. They're just trying to keep their waves in order, but actually right now it feels like eStar don't really want to go for this particular one. As I say oh my God. Blink and you'll miss it. Harrow is now on the backside against a 1v1. That's not what he wants. He wants to be hitting multiple targets, and this is a 3v4 in the mid lane. I don't think Rogue Warriors can defend this, and Irma just has to play keep away. He just needs to keep the Aatrox off of this tower, away from his teammates, and that's all he has to do.
Yeah, I mean, inhib's gonna go down. I don't know what you can do on the side of Rogue Warriors here. Harrow now gonna get chased away across the map. He's trying to sustain, but it's just not gonna happen. And hey, look, here's a giant purple worm just on a platter. Harrow has led us right to it. How convenient. Straight on towards this one. You know, these fights, the longer the game goes on, there's less to analyze, right? This is just a monumental gold lead, a Mountain Soul, like...
Baron buff, they're able to push it in the mid lane, which they obviously took just before that Baron buff went down, so they have plenty of pressure across the map. And this right now is just, you know, cross your T's, dot your I's, get the win, and very clean 2-0 if that's how it goes for the side of eStar.
Maybe eStar are back. Maybe this is it. Or maybe we got a little overhyped on Rogue Warriors when Top Esports were heavily throwing games. We'll have to wait and see as the season progresses. Top inhib goes down, and looks like eStar are going to play very respectfully here, and you know, dot all the I's, cross all the T's, go for all 3 of the inhibs before they close this one out. I feel like they could just walk it into the base, honestly, but you know what? If you can, why not go for the victory lap?
Yeah, Dominus been popped there by ZS, just to make sure he's as tanky as he can be. Chocho jumps in, trying to catch out as many people as they possibly can. Good ult from Ziv, but it's just not really going to be enough as Rat is still alive. Rat is still putting out the DPS. You can see they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this AD carry, but it does not matter because the Orianna and the rest of his team has got his back. That is almost certainly going to be the game. A clean 2-0 here for eStar over Rogue Warriors. And this league is just becoming the league of upsets, because it's actually eventually it doesn't become an upset because everyone just beats everyone, and that's how LPL does.
The next set of power rankings is just going to have everyone at 8th place tied. eStar, fantastic